It's a father and daughter washing dishes back in the olden days when America was great. Wrong! Wrong! That's not what you're seeing here. This is not a father and daughter. It is, I'm afraid to say, a husband and wife. A husband and wife. I'm going to say it 3 times like Dr. Umar. A husband and his wife. In 1937, 22-year-old Charlie Johns married 9-year-old Eunice Winstead. For context, I graduated college. I graduated undergrad when I was 22. And when I was 9, I still had baby teeth, and my mommy and daddy were tucking me into bed and reading me bedtime stories. For context. Charlie paid the preacher man $1 whole dollar, so that he could marry his incredibly underage neighbor. Now, the pastor said that he didn't realize she was as young as she was. They also falsified the marriage license with her birth date on it. Yeah, I don't get it either. She told her mommy and daddy that she was going out to buy a new doll. And then, next thing you know, she's married to the grown-ass man living next door. 1937. So what did this little girl's parents think? I mean, if some grown man tried to marry my 3rd grader, I'd put a bullet between his eyes. That's me, though. Eunice's parents was on something else, though, because they actually defended this nonsense. Mom is quoted as saying, "Why can't they leave decent married folks alone? Why can't they just leave them decent married folks alone, even though one of them is an actual child?" She's also quoted as saying, "Charlie ain't never laid a hand on her, but I want him to make her mind, and I appreciate him correcting her mistakes. He's a good boy, anybody will tell y'all." There were photos of the couple published in national newspapers, and the response was a lot of people thought this was weird, okay? It's 1937, and yes, I know y'all are going to be in the comments telling me about the uncomfortable age gap that your grandparents had. This was a lot. People really thought that this was weird. Charlie really just wanted everyone to leave them alone so he could, victimize this young girl in peace and privacy, okay? He was like, leave us alone. He even took her out of school, okay? She went back to school after they got married, and he pulled her out because I guess she got in trouble at school for not following directions because she's in the fucking 3rd grade, and he took her out of school, so she was never even formally educated. When they got married, there was no age minimum to get married, okay? There was no age defined, so this was legal. But Tennessee and several other places like Rhode Island and DC said, we should put an age minimum on this marriage thing because people are taking this too far. And so Tennessee actually made the age 16 as the minimum for marriage. There was even a film made about this case. It was like a dramatized version, okay, where a woman is trying to create advocacy for child brides. Now, this film is controversial on its own because for some reason, it features a 12-year-old girl completely nude for a very uncomfortable amount of time in the film with an old man leering at her. I don't think it was necessary to have that scene in the film to tell this story, but I guess in 1938, when this was made, they felt like they needed to do that. I don't know. I would never watch this. Please don't try to look this film up. Now, the two of them go on to have 9 children together. Eunice had her first baby at 15. They went on to have 9 kids. But Karma, let me tell you about Karma. Check this out. This is Eunice and Charlie's daughter, Evelyn. When Evelyn was 17, she fell in love with a 20-year-old young man named John Henry. And Charlie had him arrested because he felt like his daughter was too young to get married at 17 to someone who's a lot more age appropriate at age 20. The irony! And in 1960, when talking about her daughter marrying this young man, Eunice says that she kind of wishes her daughter would wait till she's 21, and that she actually said that she did not support her daughter getting married to this young man because she wished that she would have waited. Very interesting. Now, mind you, she's about 32 years old in this photo, had been married for 23 years at this point. Fascinating story.